pod launch initiated.
All the galaxy looks to you for salvation. Let nothing stand in the way of liberty. Found something!
Hello everyone, this is Verdant Gamescapes, back with some more Helldivers 2 and a little bit update on my channel. It seems not long ago that I had about maybe like 12 subscribers, 10 of which were my friends and my wife. And now I'm sitting here at 109. I just can't believe it. You know, I'm just really at a loss of words. I'm truly grateful. It's really an honor to provide entertainment and content to each and every one of you. And I really appreciate you all stopping by whenever you can to just check out my channel, check out my videos, and keep that view count consistent. And now that my channel is really starting to get a following, I want to talk about what I want to do and how I want my YouTube channel to function. This was always about having fun. I love gaming, and I love word vomiting, whatever random thoughts come to my mind. And I appreciate that you all put up with my stutters and pauses and awkward moments and realizing when exactly my train of thought has gone off the rails there. Now, I'm going to continue doing that, so I really appreciate that you are all here for it and not judge me too hard for it. But that's what started this channel. I wanted to kind of have a place where I could just kind of spill my thoughts out instead of having them tumble around in my mind like clothes in a dryer that you never really pull out and fold. You just kind of keep letting the cycle go. But my number one overall goal is to keep growing this channel to eventually become monetized. Now, with that, we'll dive into that. Why is that important to me? Well, everybody's got to make money. I've got bills to pay, right? Why don't I just get a job? I do have a job, but I'm moving around a lot, and that makes it difficult for me to establish a long-term career. I recently changed careers from real estate to IT. I was able to land a steady job in IT support in my local city, but now I'm looking to move again. And I initially made that change in search of some income stability and to pursue a career in a field that I have a passion for. I enjoyed what I did with real estate, but I realized that at some point this is not what I want to spend the rest of my life doing. This YouTube channel is part fun and part work. It's become a bit of a passion project for me. I really enjoy gaming, first and foremost. I also enjoy the creative space that video editing allows me as well. And as I said in my other video, I'm also expecting my firstborn son soon. It's really strange to share that with complete strangers, but yeah, I'm having my first child, and it's my whole life is changing. I mean, for myself and my partner, starting a family is going to completely change the trajectory of my life. And I realized that my career growth curve will not be typical, and I'm not necessarily ready to walk away from the 2 years that I've invested in self-study and all the skills that I've picked up on the job. But my priorities right now are to support my spouse in her career and growth and development, and also to be there to raise my son. The third aspect or function of my channel that I really, has always been there as a, this channel was more than just, yeah, let me play some games and make some jokes, haha, aren't I so funny? Now, yes, that is what I like to do. I don't think I'm actually funny at all. In fact, my wife and my family members will tell you that I'm really not that funny at all. But the third function of my channel was to be a platform to raise awareness for those in need. Right now, there are hundreds, thousands, millions of people who are less fortunate, less well off, or in much more dire straits than I am. My partner and I, we are blessed to be in a position where we can provide for ourselves, and we will also be able to provide for our son. There are other people who need help. With my full-time day job, I often interact with underserved communities, and I work in areas where they don't have access to the same quality of life, the same amenities, the same kind of education that I was able to grow up with, and some of these people don't even have a place to call home. So a big part of wanting to start this channel was to become a platform where I could promote public services, helping the homeless, helping the youth, and finding homes for animals, pets. I had, now that I've reached 100 subscribers, I feel like it kind of justifies talking about this, where I want to be able to share with you my intention. Now, I'm not looking to become some viral big YouTuber who's, I don't care about celebrity. I don't care about being famous in the sense of, these many hundreds of thousands or millions of people recognize me for who I am and what I do on YouTube. No, I understand that's part of the game, but I really have zero interest in the fame and fortune of becoming a big time YouTuber. And with that, that's going back to my first point where my goal was to get this channel monetized. Sure, yeah, I want to earn some money with the YouTube monetization program, but I have zero plans to start any kind of subscription service or Patreon or any of those things where you pay me your money so that I can bring you quote unquote exclusive content or something that's different from what I would normally produce. That's not to knock those who do it or to disparage other content creators who follow that business model. More power to you. That's how you make your money. Maybe I'm being foolish by ignoring that aspect of the channel, but I think it's not something that I subscribe to. I think that your viewership is enough for me, and I don't want to charge you anything otherwise. I would rather you spend that money helping out either the Coalition for the Homeless, Big Brothers or Big Sisters programs in your local city, or in mine if you're local to me, and also your local animal shelters. Those three things are where I want to focus. If you have money to spend, by all means, spend it however you like. If you feel like making a donation, I will post those links in my description, where in my city you can donate to help out these public services for people in need, who are more in need than I am. Like I said, my partner and I are in a position where we don't have to worry too much about that, and I feel blessed to be able to even have the time and energy and the resources and the freedom and flexibility to be able to continue producing content on a regular basis and to game on a regular basis. I mean, for real, like I know there are some people who, they work 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. They come home, they eat food, and then, rinse and repeat. And this is truly, I'm truly blessed and fortunate to be able to do what I do. And again, and just full disclosure, I make absolutely no money. I get zero referrals or kickbacks or anything. This is purely from the standpoint of, again, raising awareness for these platforms and trying to bring them to your attention. I don't need your help per se, certainly not financially, in the sense that I'm not going to ask people who subscribe to pay more money for another subscription that it's a double subscribe. So I just, it's not like Twitch or anything like that where, that's their whole system. This is YouTube, and your initial free subscription is more than enough for me. Your comments or participation is more than enough for me, and I'd rather, if you were of the mindset where you want to donate money to this channel, it should go towards something where it can really do some good. And I'm here to kind of act as a bridge between you, the viewers, the public, to those public service institutions that are there for people people and animals that do need it. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I know I kind of rambled a little bit there. I always have a script to kind of read off of and follow as a framework, but I often end up kind of going off the script and just saying whatever's on my mind. So I probably should work on that, but hey, at this point, I am who I am, and this is what you see is what you see / listen to is what you get. So thanks for tuning in. I have more content on the way, some more playthroughs, some more commentary and discussions on things that I'd like to talk about, and kind of have open discourses with you, the viewer. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thanks for checking in, and see you again soon. Bye now.
West, 200 meters. Sample collected.
Bug outpost spotted.
Calling down a sentry. Sending in an eagle.
Sending in an eagle.
Coming in hot.
Eagle 1 leaving combat zone to resupply. My life for super!
Dropping a pin. East. 100 meters.
Outpost destroyed.
Calling in reinforcements.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Tagging map. West, 100 meters.
Dropping a pin. Northeast. 100 meters.
Fire the hole! How about a nice tug of liberty? Dropping a pin. Southeast. 200 meters.
Requesting air support.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Dropping a pin. North. 300 meters.
Requesting sentry. Throwing grenade. Calling down a support weapon. Backpack inbound. Freedom forever! Calling in reinforcements.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Heavy. East. Close.
Fire in the hole!
Dropping a pin.
Requesting
Northeast.
orbital.
100 meters.
Tagging map. North. 100 meters. Tagging map. North. 200 meters. Dropping a pin. North. 200 meters.
Mag's empty. Requesting objective equipment.
Rare sample acquired.
I got the terminal.
Calling down a sentry. Bug. Never mind. Requesting air support. Last reload. How'd you like to taste of freedom? Orbital inbound.
On tunnel breach. Requesting sentry. I got the terminal.
Say hello to democracy. Requesting sentry.
Engaging terminal. Get some! Get some! On tunnel breach.
20 minutes remaining.
I got the terminal.
Freedom spread yet further. Extract when ready.
Tagging map. South. 300 meters.
Dropping a pin. Southeast, 300 meters.
Dropping a pin. East. 50 meters.
Dropping item.
Calling in extraction.
Throwing supply beacon.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Tagging map. South. Far. Tagging location. Marking location. Southeast.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Dropping a pin. Southwest, 300 meters. Calling down a sentry. Tagging map. North. Far. Tagging map. Sending in an eagle. Far.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes.
Reloading. Freedom forever! Requesting sentry. Calling in reinforcement.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Nice empty.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Requesting air support. Reinforcing.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements. ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Calling down a support weapon.
Requesting orbital.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear the area.
Mag's empty. Heavy. West, 50 meters. Heavy. Cancel that.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Dropping a pin. West, 100 meters. Mag's empty.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.